Good morning and welcome to World of Sport Replay with your host, Peter Donegan.
And a very good morning, everyone. Welcome along to World of Sport Replay this morning on, as Sandy mentioned, a great day of sport here on Channel 7. Of course, we always have the sporting action for you on Sundays. Today is no exception. World of Sport Replay for the next hour, looking at racing, harness racing and greyhound racing action. Then, of course, all the sporting news in World of Sport at 11 o'clock with Sandy Roberts and all the boys, including, of course, the very important 20th round of VFL football yesterday. And round about 2:15 over to the Lakeside Oval for the Army Reserve Cup match between Footscray and Hawthorn. Free admission there today. It's going to be a great day to sit and watch the football. If you can join us down at the Lakeside Oval, we'd love to see you there. If not, stay with us here on Channel 7 this afternoon. Well, before we get into racing action, let's see another form of gambling now in Tats Lotto last night. And the draw number 424 with the Division 1 prize pool, $1.606 million. And there are the numbers in numerical order: 2, 7, 16, 18, 22 and 23. The supplementary numbers, two of them now, 10 and 40. In Super 66 last night, $276,000 in the prize pool, and the numbers there you needed were 5, 4, 6, 9, 9 and 7. Tats Lotto in Super 66 as drawn here on 7 last night, and the best of British luck with those numbers. We'll take a break and be back to take a look at yesterday's big program of racing on the heavy track at Caulfield. The track for the 9-race program yesterday at Caulfield wasn't a bad day for the punters, and let's take a look at the action now. The first event, the Bremerton Handicap, over 2,400 metres. It turned out to be a fairly controversial race. The favourite here was Ask Again at 9-4. Let's join the accurate one, Bill Collins.
Away they go. Ask Again began quickly, ridden hard out of the stalls to lead from Ida Hayes, Amala dropping in behind them from Chelaware. Then Jonah Ree on the outside, Larcourt and Our Baron and Outland dropping out to last. Ask Again joined by Ida Hayes as they come down towards the judge. The boy restraining Ask Again now. In third place, Jonah Ree with Larcourt over on the outside. A mile of the fence from Chelaware, a length to Our Baron and 4 lengths to Outland, giving the rider giving him a touch of the whip to make him gallop out of the straight. They go to the 2,000 metres now, and Ida Hayes the leader, about a length and a half to Ask Again, a length and a half further back then Chelaware on the outside of Amala. Next, Larcourt going 4 wide around them from Jonah Ree being eased behind that bunch, a length then to Our Baron and 2 lengths to Outland. Heading up towards the 1,600, and Ida Hayes about a length and a half in front of the grey Ask Again, and Larcourt joins it on the outside. 1.5 Amala tucked in on the fence, and a neck then to Chelaware. 2.5 lengths Jonah Ree, a couple to Our Baron and about 3 lengths away Outland. At the 1,400, climbing the hill, and Ida Hayes still the pacemaker. Out about a length and a half, Ask Again on the inside of Larcourt, a length of Marla, a neck away Chelaware. 2.5 lengths Jonah Ree, a couple to Our Baron and a couple away last is Outland. Heading to the 1,200 on top of the hill, and still Ida Hayes in front. Larcourt's dropping off, and Ask Again's moved up to the leader's girth now. A length and a half to Larcourt, Marla and Chelaware going in between those two horses. 2 lengths away Jonah Ree, about 3 to Our Baron and a couple to Outland, not travelling at all well. 1,000 to go, coming down the railway side, and Ida Hayes a half length to Ask Again, who's inching closer. 1.5 to Chelaware going very well, and they're followed then by Amala still in on the fence. Jonah Ree moving forward. Larcourt's run its race, a length to Our Baron and about 3 lengths to Outland. Ask Again took the lead at the 800, but was immediately grabbed by Chelaware, who's gone right to the outside. I think he's hung out there. He's the leader, but he's right on the extreme outside fence. Not on purpose, I don't think now, and Ask Again on the rails is going to save about 5 lengths on him on the corner. 2 to Jonah Ree and about 4 lengths further back to Amala. But Ask Again on the rails, the leader. Chelaware's given away all chance, I'd say. He's about 25 wide on the corner, and Ask Again's got a mighty lead with 400 to go. He'd be 6 lengths in front of Jonah Ree. Chelaware coming around the outside fence, and they're followed further back by Amala. But in the straight, Ask Again 6 in front. The boy has a peep over his shoulder. There's only daylight there. Jonah Ree would be second from Amala, and Chelaware right over on the outside. But Ask Again must be 15 lengths in front halfway down the straight. And the grey's going to canter in. Ask Again is going onto the line, and he'll win by about 15 lengths. Second placing may go to Amala just in front of Jonah Ree. Outland flew up the run fourth. Chelaware right over on the outside fence next. And then a gap to Our Baron, Larcourt and Ida Hayes.
Yes, well, the favourite successful Ask Again in the first, Chelaware finishing 23 lengths from the winner, but it probably covered about 50 yards more over the final 800 metres. Ask Again at 9 to 4, Amala 16 to 1, Jonah Ree 5 to 1 after the first event. The Marina handicapped the second race over 1400 metres, the favourite Sabanella at 2 to 1.
Away they go.
Oops.
Jumped pretty well, although Penitent Lady didn't want to go early and she's dropped out 3 or 4 lengths last. Opiate the early leader now from Svelte Princess, and then Galway Gale, Mrs. Mannering out wide, and Sabanella the centre. Next Coming Century from Judgment Bay, and a couple of lengths to Penitent Lady, hard ridden to pick up the field. Past the 1100 they race, and Svelte Princess on the inside, just in front of Opiate and Sabanella, and 4 deep Galway Gale. A line of 4. 1.5 away came Mrs. Mannering, and on the inside is Coming Century. A length further back now, Penitent Lady making up some ground, and Judgment Bay last. The favourite, Galway Gale, got to the lead from the favourite Sabanella at the 800. Svelte Princess holding the inside, and a half to Opiate. 3 parts to Mrs. Mannering. 2 to Penitent Lady, but still hard ridden, and a couple to Judgment Bay, and dropping out is Coming Century. 600 to go. Galway Gale the leader. Mrs. Mannering's the one who's going very well. She's moved up on the outside. Sabanella's struggling, and Mrs. Mannering has strode to the lead at the 500. About a neck in front of Galway Gale now going with it, and they've cleared away. 3 lengths to Sabanella Opiate and 3 to Svelte Princess. On the corner, and Mrs. Mannering looks to be going very well. About a half length Galway Gale under the whip. 2 lengths to Opiate, and then Sabanella, and a long gap Svelte Princess and Penitent Lady. But Mrs. Mannering well clear with 200 metres to go. Out about 5 off the fence. She's drawing right away from Galway Gale. Sabanella and Opiate together next. But Mrs. Mannering's going to win by about 5 lengths. Good battle for the minors. Galway Gale's going to hang on for second placing, just in front of Sabanella and Opiate. Then about 10 lengths away, Penitent Lady, Svelte Princess, followed by Judgment Bay, and a distant last is Coming Century.
Mrs. Mannering scoring by a street in race 2 at 10 to 1 from Galway Gale at 6s, and the favourite third, Sabanella, at 2 to 1. The first division of the Wellington handicap was the third over 1100 metres. He had the hoodoo colours on, the all white, but Campaign King was the favourite at 4 to 1.
Away they go. And Lazy Feet began quickly over on the outside from Good Landy. And when they settle down, it's going to be a clear leader. Lazy Feet over on the outside. Bright Scholar was away well from Good Landy, and then Goodwood Princess. Next Campaign King over on the inside rail, and Sweet Refrain showing a lot of speed from Iced Scotch, and then came Formal Address. Honeybridge well back with Aldo and Mantina, Nimator, and tailed off last is Dexterous. The leader at the 600, Lazy Feet, out 2 lengths clear now. In second placing was Sweet Refrain, a length to Bright Scholar, a half Campaign King, then Good Landy and Ice Scotch. Forget the others. 8 lengths away is Formal Address. On the corner, and Lazy Feet showing them a clean pair of heels and doing it easily on the turn. Out about 3 lengths to Bright Scholar, pulled out wide. Campaign King starting to run on nicely along the rails, and there followed further back Sweet Refrain. In the straight, Lazy Feet, the leader, starting to get the stitch. Campaign King's getting to it, and then Bright Scholar. Lazy Feet's rider went for the whip. Campaign King dashed to the lead over on the rails, and Campaign King drew a length and a half clear, is coming right away. Bright Scholar's running on pretty well out wide, but Campaign King will win by about 2 lengths. Bright Scholar second, a length to Lazy Feet third, then Ice Scotch. Well back Nimator, Formal Address, Aldo, Good Landy, followed by Honeybridge, Mantina, Dexterous, and then Goodwood Princess, and last home Sweet Refrain.
He's pretty smart, that fellow. Campaign King now making it 6 wins from 7 racetrack appearances. 4 to 1 in favourite. Bright Scholar running on well at 9 to 2, and Lazy Feet third at 7 to 1. The Moonga handicap was race 4, 1400 the journey, and the popular pick was Yorick at 2 to 1.
Racing. Caught them pretty well too. On the inside, Rule Free was the early leader from Aberdooby, who got away well. Good Old Days moving up towards the lead with Norgwin High. They were followed then round the outside by Mutual, going into a prominent position early. And then a length and a half further back is Red Friar, and Yorick is back with it. And they're followed by Beggar King and Marg's Lad. Back behind them, Superior Conquest, Shift Me By, well out of it. Arctic Blur is second last, and Mr. Carton at the rear. Past the 900 they race now, and Rule Free about a head in front of Good Old Days, about 2 lengths then to Mutual. He's handy on the outside of Norgwin High, and a length to Olympian Star. A length and a half further back in the field then came Marg's Lad, and Yorick making ground 3 or 4 deep from Aberdooby. They've got out 4 lengths to Superior Conquest. Further back Arctic Blur giving them a big start, and then Shift Me By, Beggar King and Mr. Carton. 600 out on the corner. Good Old Days got to the lead from Mutual, moving up to tackle it under the whip. 3 deep is Marg's Lad running on well, and Yorick's gone up into 4th placing. Then Arctic Blur, it's starting to zoom around the outside of them, followed by Red Friar. The rest look beaten. Into the straight, Mutual tackling Good Old Days. They've kicked away about 3 lengths to Yorick. They're followed then by Arctic Blur, who's come from the outside to the inside. Good Old Days in front, Yorick on the outside, and Mutual are trying hard, but Good Old Days has kicked away from them. And with 100 to go, Good Old Days racing away from Yorick. And Good Old Days wins easily. Alas, poor Yorick has run second again. They're followed by Mutual just in front of Arctic Blur. Behind them, Superior Conquest, Beggar King, a gap to Mr. Carton, Marg's Lad, Shift Me By. Then Norgwin Higher, fairway back Olympian Star with Abadooby. Then Red Friar, who's back near the tail end of the field, and Rule Free was last home.
Yes, he shows a lot of potential, Good Old Days, and congratulations to a couple of well-known radio men, Steve Murphy and Sean Cosgrove, the part owners of Good Old Days. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the party's still going. 10 to 1, Yorick at 2 to 1 in favourite, Mutual third at 4 to 1. In the fifth, the Trigonini handicap over 1400, Mr. Mint, the popular pick here at 3 to 1.
Away they go. And they've jumped fairly well. Pushkar actually was the first out on the inside, with the Roman Lover going fast and Mr. Mint up with the leaders from Golden Comment. Portray is going fast too, and then Ben Farris, Barley Hunter up on the inside of the next bunch from Precipice, and they were followed by Brave Statement. Lord Nisku's got well back out of it. Prince Remo is last at this stage, and Cambridge Boy just in front of it with Noble Tinjar. As they went to the 1,000, Mr. Mint's out in front, 3 parts to Golden Comment, a half away Ben Farris out deep from Portray and Precipice. A length and a half further back in the field, then came Pushkar over on the inside of the next bunch of horses from Roman Lover. Then a length and a half to Barley Hunter in that pack from Regano. Then Cambridge Boy, and they've got away 3 lengths in front of the others, headed by Noble Tinjar, Lord Nisku, Brave Statement and San Remo. At the 600, and on the inside, Mr. Mint just the leader, about a neck in front of Ben Farris on the outside, is pressuring him for the lead on the corner. Then Precipice out deep and a length away, Golden Comment, Pushkar coming into it, and they're followed by Barley Hunter getting up on the rails. Around the turn, Mr. Mint the leader, narrowly from Ben Farris under the whip, Precipice, Golden Comment. Pushkar looking for the split with Barley Hunter. Mr. Mint in front. He's struggling but hanging on to the lead. He's kicked about a length in front now from Golden Comment. Pushkar running on fairly on the outside. Golden Comment's coming at this leader now, Mr. Mint. Golden Comment's going home the better on the outside. Took the lead from Mr. Mint, Barley Hunter and Pushkar. And Golden Comment goes down to the line to win by a little more than a length. Mr. Mint second, Barley Hunter third, Pushkar fourth. They were followed by Ben Farris and then Precipice. At the head of the others, Regano, and then came Portray, Prince Remo well back. With it also was Noble Tinbar and Lord Nisku and Cambridge Boy back near the rear with Brave Statement, and also Roman Lover.
Vigorous riding by Robbie Heffernan on Golden Comment at 10 to 1 to land the money in the fifth event from Mr. Mint, the 3 to 1 favourite, and Barley Hunter third at 9 to 2. First leg of the double at Caulfield yesterday, the Rosny Plate, 1100 the journey, and the favourite was Richfield's Lad, first up at 9 to 4.
Racing, Belstani away well on the outside with Golden Revenue, Orlandi Star going fast from Longwood Lad, King Delamere. Then Richfield's Lad, Mum's Pride, followed further back Leah Gur, Eureka Gold, Wholesome, and then Jika Jano, and back towards the rear Sun Crown and Conrad Hilton. Belstani about 3 lengths in front of the 800. From in second place, Orlandi Star from Mum's Pride, Golden Revenue, a length in Longwood Lad. Richfield's Lad going up on its inside, 2 to King Delamere, Wholesome, followed further back Eureka Gold, Jika. As they came to the 500, Belstani a length and a half, Orlandi Star, 1 to Mum's Pride, a length Longwood Lad. Then Golden Revenue on the inside, Richfield's Lad, a couple to King Delamere, 2 to Eureka Gold, and the rest look to be struggling. Into the straight, and Belstani a length, Orlandi Star out after it from Mum's Pride, Richfield's Lad under the whip, Longwood Lad the outside, and then King Delamere with 200 to go. Mum's Pride is out after this leader now, Belstani and Longwood Lad on the outside. Mum's Pride's taken the lead, Richfield's Lad trying to get up on the inside, and then King Delamere, but Mum's Pride in front near the post. Longwood Lad trying hard on the outside, Mum's Pride just in front as they near the line. Oh, Longwood Lad might have grabbed this on the line in a bobbing finish from Mum's Pride, and ahead away the flying King Delamere from Belstani, then Richfield's Lad, and they were followed by Orlandi Star, Jika further back in the field with Eureka Gold, Jano, and back behind them then is Leah Gur, Wholesome and Conrad Hilton, and Golden Revenue, one of the last home with Sun Crown.
Second leg of a winning double to Harry White, and as called by the accurate one, Bill Collins, Longwood led by a short half head at 10 to 1, from Mum's Pride at 7 to 1, King Delamere 5 to 1, and Richfield's Lad the favourite just behind the place getters at 9 to 4. In the seventh, the second division of the Wellington Handicap, the favourite here was Walsing Nelly at 3 to 1.
Racing now, and Winter jumped away well. Sinbad missed it slightly on the inside, and Winter's going to be one of the early leaders. Going fast also in the early stages, Regal Damsel towards the lead, and Waltzing Nelly joining them as they settle down now, and Naylord going up along the inside fence. Naylord and Waltzing Nelly in front of Regal Damsel, and Winter over on the outside when they settle down into stride from Norgwin Prince. Then Sheer Courage from Torval, a length Mighty Amigo, Human Nature, Sinbad, Hard Ridden from Solar Aspect. Well back is Vigilance, Fast Clip, and last of all Approach the Bench. 600 out nearing the turn, and the leader Naylord a half to Waltzing Nelly. Out deep on the track is Winter travelling well but being urged along, and then Regal Damsel, Norgwin Prince, and they've got right away from Torval, then Mighty Amigo into the straight, and the leader Naylord going all right on the inside too. Waltzing Nelly's hard at it in second place, and on the outside Winter is trying to pick them up, followed by Regal Damsel, but Naylord clear at the 200, a length and a half in front of Winter, starting to pick it back on the outside now. Winter tackling Naylord's finishing much the better. Winter took the lead, and Winter's coming away from Naylord in the run of the post to score by 2 lengths. Third placing to Waltzing Nelly, and then Torval, Regal Damsel, Mighty Amigo, Sheer Courage, Vigilance. Behind them Sinbad, Human Nature, and then Solar Aspect. Well back in the field, Norgwin Prince from Fast Clip, and Approach the Bench at the rear.
Well, not too many city meetings go past without Darren Gauci riding a winner, and he was successful on Winter in the 7th event at 4s from the 6-1 chance Naylord, with the favourite third Waltzing Nelly at 3-1. Second leg of the double, and the last leg of the quadrella race 8, the Warrack Welter, and the favourite Vera's Boy at 7-2.
Racing, and or so she says, pig rooted out of the stall, lost about 6 lengths, and Berlina first out from Pagma Mahal, beginning well today, and they're followed by Border Bay. On the outside of those horses, My Dulcinea going fast from Vera's Boy. There's not much pace on. Then came Aquastar reefing its head off, and they were followed then by Sky Train, Mighty Lancer. Asterman was next, and then further back Return to Power, followed by Or So She Says, and Peckham, I guess, has dropped out last. Over the hill at the 1200, and Berlina out about 2.5 lengths here to Vera's Boy, who's gone up to join Pagma Mahal. 4 lengths to My Dulcinea, 2 to Border Bay and Sky Train, 2 to Asterman. They were followed by Aquastar, 3 to Mighty Lancer, and then came Or So She Says. Back behind it, Return to Power, and 3 lengths to Peckham, I guess. At the 800, Vera's Boy went up to within a length of the leader Berlina, and Pagma Mahal a half behind them on the rails. 4 or 5 lengths away, My Dulcinea hard ridden. Sky Train's making ground stylishly next, and then Aquastar. A gap to Mighty Lancer starting to run on too, and they're followed by Asterman. At the 600, Berlina about a half Vera's Boy, a half Pagma Mahal. Aquastar's the one continuing to gain ground round the outside as Vera's Boy swept to the lead. Pagma Mahal got shuffled back, and on the corner 500 out, it's Vera's Boy in front with Aquastar tackling it strongly. 3 lengths to Sky Train. Mighty Lancer starting to run on well, and Pagma Mahal struggling. In the straight, Aquastar, Vera's Boy. Aquastar took the lead. Mighty Lancer going for the inside run, and Return to Power coming from the clouds. It's Vera's Boy strongly battling on with Return to Power at Aquastar. Return to Power out wide, might have its head in front. Return to Power, the leader, 50 metres to go from Aquastar, fighting back on the fence. Nothing in it. Return to Power in front, it'll win. Return to Power's 1.5 head to Aquastar. Pagma Mahal got its second win and flew home to get third, just in front of Mighty Lancer. Then came Vera's Boy, Border Bay, Asterman, and with them Peckham, I guess. And well back Sky Train, My Dulcinea, and Berlina was one of the last to finish.
Yes, well, it took them 1:46.5 to run the 1,600 metres in race 8, and it seemed to take them half an hour to come down the straight. Return to Power at 9-1, Aquastar 16s, Pagma Mahal at 9-2, Vera's Boy, the favourite, ran 5th at 7-2. The lucky last, race 9, once again, 1,800 the journey here, and the favourite Maya Koi at 7-2.
Racing. Caught them in a perfect line too, and one of the first out on the inside goal stage, Bronze Splendor dropping out towards the rear. Supreme Goddess, Quite, and Condescend and Dios all racing for the lead in the early stages. Maya Koi was away nicely, and then came Ravelin in the centre, and then Montalba going around them from Rappel. Back behind them now is Goal Stage, losing ground with Bronze Splendor towards the rear from Fiery Wanella. Then Quickfire, Secret Bouquet is back towards the rear of the field, and Just Janice is last. Climbing the hill at the 1,400 metre mark now, and a good battle going on for the lead. And we saw Dios go around the outside to lead Condescend and Quite in third place, a length to Montalba. Then came Supreme Goddess from Fiery Wanella. Ravelin hard ridden, losing ground from Goal Stage, getting up on the fence, and then Rappel, Quickfire, Maya Koi, who's got well back and hard ridden. Then Secret Bouquet, and behind those horses, Miss Centimore, Bronze Splendor, hard ridden second last, and Just Janice was at the rear. Heading to the 800 metres now, and the leader Dios about a length and a half to Quite. They were followed then by Montalba, and Fiery Wanella's made a big run around them to join the leaders now and take over. Then followed Condescend, Secret Bouquet making a little ground from Quick Fire. Then Gold Stage getting up on the fence, followed by Miss Centimore and My Yakoi at the head of the others. Fiery Wanella charged away. It's going like a train on the home turn. Looked to have it 1 even 600 out. 3 lengths to Dios, 3 or 4 lengths away, Secret Bouquet running on fairly, and they're followed by Gold Stage and Montalba, and next is Quite Miss Centimore and My Yakoi. Into the straight, he's given a couple of cracks with the whip to Fiery Wanella. It's straightened up 5 lengths in front of Dios, and then Gold Stage running on pretty well from Secret Bouquet. My Yakoi coming with a late run from a long way back, but inside the 200, Fiery Wanella still going strongly, about 4 lengths clear. My Yakoi absolutely flying. It'll run a place, but Fiery Wanella will win. My Yakoi going 10 to its 1 as they get near the line. Fiery Wanella won at about a length to My Yakoi. 3 lengths away third, Gold Stage, followed by Dios, and then Prawn Splendor made up some ground from Secret Bouquet. A long way back, Miss Centimore Quite, followed by Condescend, Quick Fire, and then Repel. Ravelin back towards the rear with Montalba, and as they went over the line, Supreme Goddess is last.
Performance making a long run, Fiery Wanella. First and last winners yesterday for young Lenny Morn. 7 to 1. My Yakoi finishing very strongly at 7 to 2 and Gold Stage at 7 to 1. The doubles yesterday from around Australia, the extra double at Caulfield 2 and 9, 33.55. Daily double 5 and 14, 69.30. And the quadrella 9, 5, 2 and 5, $629.05. In Sydney, the extra 8 and 13, 16.65. Daily double 3 and 11, $46. In Adelaide, the extra 4 and 2, $7.65. Daily double, a pair of threes, $3.35. Up in Brisbane, it was 9 and 4 in the daily for $21.95. At Kilmore yesterday, the extra 5 and 7, $26.40. Daily double 6 and 7, $6.50. And the quadrella 6, 5, 7 and 7, $234.95. And that was the way Channel 7 cameras saw racing at Caulfield yesterday. Back with greyhound racing action in just a moment.
Tonight.